They called him the Chosen One before he could legally vote. They crowned him king before he won a single ring. They expected perfection from a kid who grew up with nothing. This is the story of a boy from Akron who carried the weight of a city, a sport, and a generation on his shoulders. Some say he's the greatest ever. Others say he'll never be. But everyone agrees on one thing. You cannot tell the story of basketball without telling his. Akron, Ohio. December 30th, 1984. A city built on rubber and resilience. A place where people worked hard, struggled harder, and held on to hope even when it hurt. Into this world came LeBron James. Born to Gloria James. 16 years old. Alone. Scared. No father in the picture. No money in the bank. No safety net waiting below. By the time LeBron was 5, they had moved 12 times. 12 different apartments. 12 different attempts at stability. Gloria did everything she could. But sometimes, everything isn't enough. There were nights without electricity. Mornings without breakfast. A childhood built on uncertainty. But there was basketball. Always, there was basketball. A local youth football coach named Frank Walker saw something in the quiet kid who never missed practice. He saw potential. He saw pain. He saw a boy who needed structure. Frank and his wife took LeBron in. Gave him stability for the first time in his life. And LeBron, he gave them something back. Perfection. Not in life, but on the court. By 4th grade, he was unbeatable. By middle school, he was unstoppable. Basketball wasn't just a game for LeBron James. It was survival. It was escape. It was the only path he could see out of Akron's shadows. And he walked it with everything he had. St. Vincent St. Mary High School. 1999. LeBron James was 14 years old. And already, the whispers had started. Freshman year. Immediate starter. Team leader. 21 points per game. By sophomore year, scouts weren't whispering anymore. They were screaming. This kid wasn't just good. He was generational. Games moved to college arenas because high school gyms couldn't hold the crowds. National television picked up his games. At 16, LeBron James appeared on the cover of a major sports magazine. The headline, The Chosen One. He didn't choose that name. He didn't ask for it. But once it was given, there was no taking it back. The expectations were impossible. The pressure was inhuman. One mistake, and the world would call him a bust. One bad game, and the doubters would celebrate. But LeBron kept winning. 3 state championships. 2 National Player of the Year awards. By senior year, the question wasn't if he'd go pro. It was when and where. June 26, 2003. NBA Draft. The Cleveland Cavaliers had the first pick. They didn't hesitate. LeBron James. 18 years old. Number 1 overall. Going home to Ohio. The Chosen One was about to find out if the prophecy was real. Or if it was just hype. Cleveland hadn't won a championship in any major sport since 1964. The city was desperate. Hungry. Believing. And LeBron delivered. Rookie of the Year. All-Star by year 2. MVP by year 4. He dragged a mediocre Cavaliers team to the NBA Finals in 2007. They lost. But LeBron had arrived. Then came July 8, 2010. The decision. On live television, LeBron announced he was leaving Cleveland for the Miami Heat. The city felt betrayed. The owner wrote an angry letter. Fans burned jerseys in the streets. LeBron James, hometown hero, became hometown villain overnight. In Miami, he formed a super team with 2 other superstars. Championships seemed inevitable. And in 2011, they reached the finals against Dallas. LeBron choked. There's no other way to say it. He averaged just 18 points. Disappeared in crucial moments. Looked afraid. Miami lost. The internet exploded. Critics sharpened their knives. Not clutch. No killer instinct. He'll never be Jordan. The next year, LeBron came back different. Hungry, focused, ruthless. Back-to-back championships. Back-to-back finals MVPs. He had proven he could win. But he hadn't proven he could go home. Not yet. 2014. LeBron wrote a letter. 2 words changed everything. I'm coming home. Cleveland forgave him. Not everyone. Not immediately. But they forgave him. Because LeBron made them a promise. He would bring a championship to Cleveland. No matter what it took. 2015 Finals. His teammates got injured. They lost. 2016 Finals. Rematch against the greatest regular season team ever. Golden State Warriors. 73 wins. Steph Curry. Unstoppable. The Cavs fell behind 3-1. No team had ever come back from that deficit in finals history. LeBron was asked if it was over. He said no. Game 5, win. Game 6, win. Game 7, Oakland. Everything on the line. Score tied late. Less than 2 minutes left. Golden State on a fast break. LeBron came from behind and blocked what seemed like an easy layup. The greatest defensive play in finals history. Cleveland won 93-89. LeBron dropped to the floor and cried. Cleveland's first championship in 52 years. The promise was kept. The king had returned. And he brought the crown with him. 2018. LeBron left Cleveland again. This time for Los Angeles. The Lakers. Hollywood. The backlash was quieter. He had earned that. NBA season suspended. Global pandemic. Uncertainty everywhere. The league created a bubble. Players isolated for months. LeBron, at 35 years old, led the Lakers to a championship. His 4th ring. His 4th finals MVP. 3 different teams. He became the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Passing a legend. Making history. Year 21. Still elite. Still dominant. Playing alongside his son. Making more history. The longevity is almost inhuman. But LeBron's legacy isn't just basketball. In 2018, he opened a school in Akron for at-risk kids. Free tuition. Free meals. Free bikes. College scholarships guaranteed. Because he remembered what it felt like to be a kid with nothing. He built a media empire. Invested in businesses. Became a billionaire while still playing. He spoke out on social issues. Used his platform. Took criticism for it. He didn't just escape Akron. He brought Akron with him. He changed lives. Hundreds of them. Thousands of them. Not with a basketball. With a promise. Is he the greatest ever? Some say yes. Some say no. The debate will rage forever. But here's what we know for certain. A kid from Akron, born into nothing, became everything. He carried impossible expectations and mostly met them. He failed publicly. Learned painfully. Won gloriously. He changed the game. Changed his city. Changed lives. Whether he's the greatest or not, this much is true. He's one of the greatest stories basketball has ever told. And the story isn't over yet. Not even close.